Hello friends, in this video we will discuss how to write a C program to swap two variables without using any third variable. So what basically we want, suppose we have a variable A having value 10 and B having value 30. Now we want that the value of A, that is 10, should go inside B and the value of B, that is 30, should go inside A. That is, we want A should contain now 30 and B should contain 10. That is, the value of A and B should be exchanged or interchanged. So our output will look like this. We will be asked the two numbers, that is, enter the first number, enter the second number. Then we will be printing just those two values, and after the swapping we will be printing those exchanged values. That is, now first number will contain 30 and second number will contain 10 after the swapping. So this is our input and this is our output in our C program. Before the output, we will do the calculation or the processing on our input. Let's see how we can write the C program for this question. We have three approaches to swap two numbers without using third variable. First one is using addition or subtraction operator. Second is using multiplication and division operator. And third is using XOR operator. In this video, we will discuss only the first two approaches, that is subtraction and addition operator and multiplication and division operator. I made the separate video for the third approach. Then find that link in the video description or the I card button above. So let's understand these two approaches. Before proceeding, let's understand one of the incorrect approach to swap the two values. So we have A equal to 10 and B equal to 30. And we want these value to be swapped. A should contain 30 and B should contain then 10. Now one can write A equal to B and B equal to A, these two lines, and he can say that these lines will also work correctly. Let's see, will it work? So A equal to B means A should contain the value which is currently present inside B. So B has 30. So that means A has initially 10 and B has initially 30. So this means A equal to 30, that this 10 will be overwritten with 30. Now A contain 30. Now the next line says B equal to A, that means the current value of A should go inside B. So current value of A is now 30 and it should go inside B, that means 30 will be overwritten with 30. Now A and B both contain the same values and we want A should contain 30 and B should contain 10. So this is not the correct approach. In the same way, this is also not the correct approach. So the point to note here is when we were copying B into A, then value of A was getting overwritten. So we have to somehow save this value which is currently present inside A so that it can later be copied into B. So one approach is that we can use a third variable, and for that I have made a separate video. You can find that link in the description below or in the I button. Now let's understand the approach which can swap the values without using any third variable. So idea of this first approach is we have to add these two in numbers, that is A and B, and then we will subtract these A and B from that calculated sum. Let's see how we will do that. So let's add A plus B. So we write A plus B. Now A plus B means 10 plus 30. This 10 plus 30 will give me 40. Now I can store this A plus B either in A or B. So let's say I write A here. You can write B also. Now this A will contain 40. So this line give me A equal to 40. That means here it will contain 40 now. Now this calculated sum should be used in the next line. So I will write A, that is 40, minus. Now you tell me that how can I get 10 here, because in B, in the output if we see, we want 10 here. So how can I use 40 and 30 to generate 10? So the simple answer is 40 minus 30 is 10. That is A minus B will give me 10. So if I write A minus B, that means I am writing 40 minus 30, that is 10. Now I want this 10 inside B because in the output 10 is stored in B. So here I will write B equal to A minus B. So that means this line will give me B equal to 10. So now B will contain 10. Now B is fixed because 10 has been generated. Now I have to generate 30 inside A. So how I can do this with the help of this A and B, because I do not have to use any third variable. So if I write 40 minus 10, that is A minus B, then this result can be stored inside A. That is, if I write A minus B, that means A is 40, B is 10, that means I will get 30, and where it should be stored? It should be stored inside A, because I want 30 inside A. So I will write A equal to A minus B. This will give me 40 minus 10, 30 inside A. So here 30 will be written. So now A contains 30 and B contains 10 after this third line. That means the value of A and B are exchanged now. You can also store this sum A plus B inside B, and then you can just write B minus A and B minus A to store the answer inside A and B. This will also give me the correct result. Now let's see what is the second approach. This second approach is also similar to first approach. So here we have to use multiplication and division operator. Here we have used plus, and here in this approach we will use multiplication. Here we have used subtraction operator, and here we will use division operator. So our input is A is 10 and B is 30. So if you write A multiply B, that is 10 into 30. So I will get 300. So now A will contain 300. So this A is getting used here and this A is getting used here. Now inside B, you want 10. So using 330 and using this division operator, can you generate 10? So yes, if you divide A by B, that is 300 by 30. So you will get 10. That means 300 by 30, you will get 10. And you want this 10 to be stored inside B. So here you will contain 10. Now this 10 is fixed inside B. Now we want to generate 30 inside A. Now using 310 and division operator, can you generate 30? So yes, if we divide 300 by 10, so I will get 30. So this 30 should be stored inside A. So here now I will get 30. So A now contains 30, B now contains 10. So and this is my required output. So both the approaches are similar to each other. So I hope you have understood the solution. Now let's see how to write the C program for this. So first we have to include header file, that is stdio.h. So I will include the header file. Now I will start the main function and write the return 0 as the last statement in the main function. Now we take input in our C program, then processing, and then output. Now we have to declare the variables. Now the data can be given by the user in any form, either in the int or float. So better is take the float variable so that int can also be stored and as well as float can also be stored. So we will take float A, B, and we do not have to use any other variable. So let's take the input. So first we print the message, that is printf, enter the first number. Then we will take the input from the user. We will write scanf %f and address of A. Then we will take the another number, that is printf, enter the second number. Then we will read the input using scanf. So I will write scanf %f, %b. So input in the A and B has been taken. Now let's first print the values of A and B as such before the swapping. So I will say printf before swap and print the value of A and B. So I just printed the value of A and B using %f. So let's run this program first and see what is the output. So it is asking me to enter the first number. I entered 10. Enter the second number 30. So it is saying before swapping value of A is 10 and value of B is 30. So it is giving me the right output. So let's push this slash n here so that answer is coming in the next line. Now let's swap the values. So I will write A equal to A plus B. Then after calculating the result, I will say B equal to this A minus B. And then I will say A equal to A minus B. So this is the thing that we have discussed as previous. Now let's print the output. So I will say printf after swap. And I will print the value of A and B. I will copy paste from here and I will use these values. So after this logic, my values of a and b would have been swapped. So here I will get a and b as the swap value. So let's run this program and see what is the output. So it is asking me to enter the first number. So let's say I entered a float value. So say 25.6, and second number is say 123.6. So it is saying value of a is 25.6, b is this, and after swapping it is giving me the exchanged value, that is a now contains 123 and b now contains 25.59. So my answer is correct. You can just use slash in here, so that answer is coming in the next line. So let's run once more. Let's enter 10, 30. So answer is coming as 30 and 10 after the swapping. So I hope you have understood the solution. So let's put multiply and divide here and see whether the division and multiplication are working or not. So the other code will remain same, just we have changed the operators using multiplication and division. So let's run it first. So I enter 10, b is 30, and yes, I am getting value of a and b after swapping as 30 and 10. So this is the correct output. Just see once more, and if I entered any of the input as 0, say first number 10 and another number is 12. So here I am getting the incorrect answer, that is before swapping a and b are 0 and 12, but after the swapping value of a is -1 and some hash, and value of b is 0. So this value of a is -1 means there is some infinity value or some incorrect value, or the value that cannot be represented as normal in the computer. So why this is happening? So here a multiply b, that is 0 multiply 12 is 0. Now here a divided by b means 0 divided by 12. So 0 divided by 12 is 0. So b will contain 0. That's why I am getting b equal to 0. Now a contains 0 and b now also contains 0. So 0 divided by 0 will be some infinite value. So here a contains some infinite value which computer cannot represent as normal. That's why I am getting the incorrect answer. So this is the limitation of this approach, that is in multiplication division, if one of the operator is 0, then this process or this approach will not work. But in addition and subtraction, this approach will work, that is we can give any input as 0 also and our result will be correct. With these two approaches, there is another problem also. Let's see what is that problem. So the problem is overflow problem, that is if the size of the values inside these a and b is very large, then the result can come as wrong. Suppose a and b are integers and they contain these large values. So according to integer, these are the largest value that the integer can accommodate. Now a plus b will give me some greater value, that is 2 to the power 32 minus 2, and this is a overflow problem, that is a cannot represent this answer inside data type. Now the same problem is with multiplication operator. The result of the large values will come as very large, and so we will get the overflow problem. The result will not be stored inside a correctly. And another problem with multiplication was if any of the variable is 0, then also the answer will come as incorrect. So there is another approach, that is using XOR operator we can swap the two variables. And that I have discussed in one of the another video. You can find the link in the description and the I button also. So you may check that one. So I hope you have understood the approaches, that how they are working. If you have any queries, comment or suggestion, please put down into the comment box. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.